SummerSlam 2006 might have been bad, but didn't have anything on SummerSlam 2007 in terms of pure suctitude. Ah, this show sucked. I'm sorry. Kane versus Finlay. Nobody cares. Next. The triple threat for the IC title. Umaga, Carlito, Mr. Kennedy. Could have been so much more. Wasn't. Or could it have been so much more? Ah, who gives a shit? It wasn't any good. Next. Ah, a rematch from the previous year's SummerSlam, I believe. Rey Mysterio and Chavo Guerrero. The WWE really getting creative with their stuff here. At least this match was better than the one they had the year before, but what does that really say? It doesn't matter. Next. Sorry, I'm breezing through this in part because this show was bad. And even the one match on here that was like a real redeeming quality, the WWE gave us so many times over the past 7 damn years that even going back and watching it, I still find ways to poke a hole in that match and talk about how bad it sucked, even though in theory it really didn't suck. But speaking of suck, you had the Interpromotional Divas Battle Royal won by Beth Phoenix. Ooh, that got more time than the ECW title match between John Morrison and CM Punk. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to piss off any of you, but frankly, I don't care if I do. But I always thought ECW CM Punk was doo-doo. I always thought he was so corny and so stupid and so not what I expected CM Punk to be. And, you know, the mere fact that they had him jobbing out to John Morrison here just pissed me off. The fact they only gave these guys 7 minutes and 5 seconds or whatever the hell it was in a fucking match. These guys deserve more time. CM Punk should have won here. And I always hated, like I said, what they did with CM Punk during his ECW time. I thought, frankly, his character was very stupid. I guess it was a clearer case of the WWE not understanding what to do with the guy, nor maybe if they did know what they wanted to do with the guy or could do with the guy, they didn't want to do with the guy because they didn't want to have that type of star. Now, look back here, 2007, you would have assumed guys like CM Punk and John Morrison going into 2014 would be two of the top guys in the company. Just think about that for a second. And now neither one of them has been around for a while. Punk's been gone for about almost 6+ months now. Morrison's been gone a couple of damn years. Back in 2007, you would have never envisioned that. You would have assumed at some point in time, with all the ridiculous fucking Shawn Michaels comparisons that John Morrison got that I never damn got. You want to talk about Jeff Hardy comparison? There's a good one right there. You know, you forget something that Shawn Michaels had that John Morrison didn't. It's called charisma. It's called mic skills. Just saying. To all you clowns that ever compare John Morrison to Shawn Michaels, shame on you. May you go look in the mirror and take that ultimate stare of shame at yourself and say, what the hell was I thinking there, Slick Daddy? I don't know what the hell you're thinking. I don't know what the hell the WWE was thinking with this and this entire show, period. CM Punk, look at me and my Pepsi tattoo. I'm on the ECW brand, and that's awesome. No, he fucking ECW character blew fucking chunks. I'm sorry. This match was dumb. Not as dumb as Triple H coming back from yet another quad injury and finishing off the job from WrestleMania 19 and saying, nah, I'm going to come back against King Booker. Why sit there and show any real struggle against the guy who held the world title the year before for several months? I'm just going to come back and plow right through him. Praise God! Oh, man, Christ. And nor was this match really any good. You could tell Triple H wasn't all the way there in ring shape. You could tell Booker T was starting to maybe angle for a way out. He was not really a fan of wanting to do this, and he didn't really want to do this for Triple H, and who could blame him? But it got worse. Batista versus the Great Khali for the World Heavyweight Championship happened. And what even happened more so is that Khali walked in the champion and he left the champion. Oh my God. Somebody in that company in 2007 thought it was a good idea to make Great Khali the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my god, this match sucked dick on so many different levels. Like, you have Brooklyn Brawler level of sucking dick, you have Pat Patterson level of sucking dick, and you have Batista versus the Great Khali for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam 2007 level of sucking dick. By God, this was bad. But at least the saving grace and the redeeming quality for this is that it was so bad that it crosses over into being awesomely entertaining in a sadistic way. They had Great Khali be the fucking World Heavyweight Champion. This match went on second to last at SummerSlam 2007. Oh, wait, there's more. Let's get to the main event. John Cena versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Now, like I said, this match actually wasn't that bad. In fact, this was the one really good summer show match. What I mean is that it was the big match. It felt like a big deal. It felt like two of the young lions of the company squaring off here. This felt kind of like that special attraction that SummerSlam is supposed to have every year. It had the right main event for this show, no question about it. And this main event at that time did deliver. It was a really good match. Everything that their match 2 years later in 2009 clearly wasn't. Again, though, the problem with this is it's John Cena, it's Randy Orton. You've seen this match so many fucking times over the years that you got completely and totally fatigued from it, to the point where you go back and watch this match and you even start to hate on a match that was actually pretty damn good because of what the WWE did with it, for crying out loud. The end of 2013, beginning of 2014, it was still John Cena versus Randy Orton for the fucking title. It still was. This company loves that feud. I think that's their cash money cow feud. Oh, there's a big steaming pile of doo-doo. So this show pretty much was one match. The rest of this card is forgettable. Most of it sucked. Batista versus the Great Khali for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H coming back from another quad injury, burying King Booker. And I'll say burying, I don't care. When you're God, you can bury who you want to. Stupid ECW CM Punk losing to the ECW champion John Morrison, who reminded a lot of people of Shawn Michaels, minus the fact they forgot that Shawn Michaels had a personality. Shawn Michaels had a gimmick, a real good gimmick. Shawn Michaels had charisma. He had mic skills. All these things that John Morrison would never, ever hope to ever have. Ever. It's ridiculous. Just like this whole show was ridiculous. There are certain SummerSlams that you could definitely skip, and I know I'm not supposed to sit there and tell you to skip them, but part of the reason for me going back and watching them and reviewing them is to let you know, what you should watch, maybe what you shouldn't watch, some of the stuff that maybe you wouldn't watch, but maybe you should give a chance. You could pretty much skip all of SummerSlam 2007 because even with the really good main event that this show had, you've seen it so many other fucking times that if you've seen any other Cena Orton match, there's sure as hell no reason to go back and watch this one. By Christ.